Crowds are cheering, palaces are burning, kings are dragged into streets. What began as hope ends in blood. Every revolution promises freedom. Almost all deliver violence. This is not an accident. It is a pattern, and history repeats it again and again and again. People often ask the wrong question. They ask, why are revolutions so violent? The real question is, why do they always become violent? Because this isn't about anger, it isn't about bad people, and it isn't about chaos alone. It's about how human psychology reacts when power breaks. Most revolutions do not begin with violence. They begin with hope. People ask for reforms. They march peacefully. They believe authority will listen. At this stage, people still fear the system. They still believe rules matter. Violence feels wrong, unthinkable. This phase feels calm in history books, but it is fragile because hope has an expiration date. Hope is powerful. It delays violence. When people believe change is possible, they wait, they negotiate, they protest, they compromise. Crowds chant slogans, not threats. This is the most peaceful moment of any revolution, and it never lasts. Eventually, authority reacts, sometimes with force, sometimes with silence, sometimes with empty promises. This is the turning point. When people realize that power will not protect them, fear begins to move. At first, fear belongs to the people, but slowly, it shifts. Fear is the foundation of authority. When fear works, people obey. When fear fails, power collapses. The moment people stop fearing punishment, violence becomes possible, not desirable, possible. Because fear once restrained behavior, now it no longer does, and restraint disappears faster than laws. This is where revolutions change forever. Individuals hesitate, crowds don't. Inside a crowd, identity dissolves. No one feels responsible. No one feels alone. Anger spreads faster than thought. Emotion outruns logic. People do things together they would never do alone. Violence feels shared. Guilt feels distant. This is not madness. It is human psychology. Morality depends on visibility. When people feel seen, they restrain themselves. In crowds, people feel invisible. That invisibility is dangerous, because when no one feels accountable, anything becomes possible, even cruelty. When old authority collapses, something worse appears. Nothing. No police, no courts, no trusted rules. This is the most violent phase, not because people want violence, but because order disappears. Into this vacuum step the fastest actors, militias, extremists, radicals, not because they are right, because they are organized. Moderate voices hesitate, extremes act. History shows this clearly. The most ruthless groups fill the silence. They promise certainty. They offer direction, and people follow them because chaos feels worse than cruelty. Revolutions don't turn violent because people love violence. They turn violent because fear collapses, crowds erase responsibility, and power leaves a vacuum. History does not ask if violence is right. It asks what happens when order disappears, and the answer is always the same.